Check one. Check one. Checking audio on live stream.
Removing your hat and paying heed to the flag.
As we are getting ready to go here from Blue Comet Baseball, LaBette County in town. The Grizzlies ready to take on your Blue Comets here today. Well, the Comets coming in here 5-6 on the year, 4-2 on the year for the LaBette Grizzlies. What I got, and for Coach Tucker's squad. So we're just about setting ready to go here for Blue Comet Baseball from Katy Park. Beautiful day, and check us out online at kinz.biz. We did some updates on some things there, so let me change around that way it looks as we go through the ball game here. But as we get ready to go, we're going to go around the horn here for the Blue Comets. On the hill is going to be Frederick. He will be up there as his battery mate is going to be Mason Manbeck on behind the dish here for Frederick today. Over there at first base, it will be McMillan. Cooper McMillan over there at first. Over at second will be Jaden Costin, and it will be Kimberlin at the short, Lane Harvey at third. In left field, it will be Fiskus. In center will be Ellis, and over in right field will be Crum for your Blue Comets here. As they face LaBette County, will be Irwin, Woodward, and Anderson, the first three up. Facing Frederick on the hill for your Blue Comets here this afternoon. So, nice day here at Katy Park. Got two of them today, and then we'll take about a 9-day break before we get back to action for the Blue Comets. So let's get everything lined up here as Frederick has his warm-up tosses. And Manbeck behind him. Over at first, you got to Cooper McMillan. As you can tell, I'm still putting together all my paperwork here, folks. That's why I'm talking as I go along. Kimberlin. And we got Harvey. All right. So now we're just about setting ready to go as Frederick is getting his warm-up tosses. Throw down by Mason Manbeck. And we're just about ready to go here for the first pitch on this one. It will be Ehrman, the center fielder, Woodward, the second baseman, and the pitcher Anderson, the first re-up.
Leading off
against Frederick here tonight.
And the top of the first will be number 12, center fielder Cale Irwin.
So the lefty stands in here, Irwin, ready to go against Frederick. First pitch on the way. Get it started. Outside ball, 1-2. So 0-1-0. Now 2-0 to the leadoff hitter here from Frederick. Hunter trying to find his spot. 2-0. That's in there for a strike call. Runs it to 2-1. Catching that outside corner. So leadoff man Irwin stands in. And 2-1 count to him. Here's the pitch from Frederick. And that's a chopper there to the shortstop side of third. Harvey gathers himself, comes across. Nice play, gets him by a step. 5-3. Out to number 1. Nice play there by Lane Harvey at third. Going to the shortstop side. Coming up now, the second baseman Woodward. 1 out, nobody on. The Comets 5-6 on the year. 4-2 for LaBette as they come in here. So big SCK matchup between these two squads. That's in there for a strike call. 0-1 to Woodward. As he steps right back in. And the 0-1 pitch to him. That's in there. Strike 2 down on the bottom edge of the corner. Oh, 2 to Woodward. And the pitch. That's in there for a call. Steve Rack 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Out number 2. Strikeout number 1 here for Hunter Frederick.
Out for the second out of the inning. Brings up the pitcher.
Here comes the pitcher, Anderson. See if he can get things started off here with 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the first. And Hunter with the sign here, working from the windup. And the pitch on the way. Low inside, ball 1. Anderson, not wasting any time, steps back in. The 1-0, and that's a shot out into left field, and it's going to get Fiskus all the way back to the fence. And around first goes Anderson. He's on his way into second. He'll be in there with a stand-up double with 2 outs. The catcher, or the pitcher, Anderson, gets the first hit of the ball game. And it's a double out there to left field onto the corner. So here comes the catcher, Baker. Going to get courtesy runner number 17. So got a courtesy runner out there. Number 17 will run for the pitcher. So here's Baker standing in. And Frederick now from the stretch. Checks him over at second. And to the catcher at the plate. That's in there for a strike. Catching that to outside corner. 0-1 to Baker. Frederick, right back in. Make sure you catch us on our live stream at KINZ.biz. 0-1 to Baker. He's in. Here's the pitch to him. That's going to be fouled off back behind the screen. And it's 0-2. So with an 0-2 count, Baker right back in with 2 outs, trying to move the runner in scoring position over at second as Frederick. Long look in here. Manbeck finally with the sign he likes. Here's the 0-2. Whoa, missing on the inside. Ball 1. Looking to get out of the inning with that pitch. 1-2 to him with Dean on deck, the left fielder. So 1-2 to Baker. Here's the pitch. That's a runner down the third base side, and nice barehanded stab there by the coach on the third base box. 1-2. So Baker back in with a 1-2 count after the foul ball. Courtesy runner leaving at second. Frederick from the stretch comes set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Foul to the screen. So fighting them off, making Frederick work here in this first inning. All out for Coach Murray here with not worrying about pitch count of these 2 games because no games the rest of this week. So going to go all out, see if we can come in with a couple of wins here today. 2-2. Back in goes Baker with a 2-2 count. Frederick bringing it. Fighting it off. Sends it foul over the screen. Stays 2-2. So the 2-2 count. Baker right back in as he's getting ready to have his 10th pitch of this at bat. A little bit off of it. That's out into left field, and a nice job coming up on it there is Jake Fiskus, and he'll make the play off the shoestring catch, 4 outs, and number 3. So that'll do it here as they get 1 hit. So they'll leave 1 on. No errors by the Blue Comets. No scores. We go to the bottom of the first. Harvey, Kimberly, and Fiskus on the way to the plate. We come back Z95.3. And we're back here ready to go to the bottom half of the first inning. No score. It will be Harvey, Kimberlin, and Fiskus up first here. And they will face Anderson, the pitcher. And Baker behind the dish for him. Over there at first base, find Nybarger. At second is Woodward. Over there at the shortstop position will be Back. And Jones will be over at third. Out there in left field, it will be Dean. In center, you have Irwin. And over in right field, you got McNichol. So here we go to the bottom half of the first inning as the Blue Comets step up here. No score. And a little meeting on the mound for the LaBette Grizzlies as Anderson sends them to their position. Sends them back out. Here comes Lane Harvey to the plate, the Blue Comet third baseman. Looking to get things started here for the Comets. No score. Bottom of the first we go here in game number 1 of this doubleheader. Swing and a miss for Harvey. Strike 1. So Lane right back in here for the big third baseman. Standing in, ready to go. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a shot over to right field. And a little soft blooper out there to right field for out number 1. Coming up on there, McNichol makes the play. Here comes Corbett Kimberlin to the plate. Blue Comet shortstop, 1 out, nobody on. And they'll stand up here ready to go against Anderson. And the pitch on the way. Just a bit outside, ball 1. So 1-0 to him. Kimberlin right back in. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Taking a little something off of there is Anderson. 1-1. And got him out in front of it. 1-1 here to Corbett. Right back in. Inside edge. Can't catch it. It's ball 2. Corbett right back in, looking to start some off here with 1 out. 2-1 to him from Anderson. Swing and miss. It's now 2-2. So the 2-2 count to Corbett. And Anderson delivers. Low, full count. So 3-2 now. Corbett right back in. And the pitch from Anderson. Outside, ball 4. So base runner on here for the Blue Comets. A nice job there by Corbett to work the count. And get himself on a base on balls. Coming to the plate now, Jake Fiskus on his way. As the lefty comes up. Coming running in on a running catch from left field to make the final out of the top of the first. Steps in here with Kimberlin over at first, being held on there by Nybarger. And the pitch on the inside is ball 1. Hunter Frederick on deck. Bryson Ellis in the hole for the Blue Comets with only one out here. Jake Fiskus right back in. And no 1-0. Oh, that's going to be a throw over to first. It's going to get away from Nybarger, and he'll chase it down, and going sliding into second is going to be Kimberlin. An error on the pitcher. It's him over to second. So runner scoring position here for the Blue Comets. 1-0 at the plate now to Jake. Working from the stretch is Anderson as they keep an eye on him at second. That's high outside, 2-0. So Jake right back in here with a 2-0 count. The runner scoring position. See if the Blue Comets get on the board first here in the first inning. That's a nice pitch from Anderson. Fastball down the pipe. It's 2-1. Two one on the way. Fiskus giving it a big swing. 2-2. Playing them straight away in the fields. Not much wind out there today, so Fiskus going to have to try to find a spot out there as he calls time at the plate. And umpire going to come out and do a little brush off. Catch us online at KINZ.biz. Click on the link where it says Chanute Blue Comet Sports, and it'll take you right to the YouTube channel. All right, 2-2 down to Jake as he steps back in. Kimberlin leads at second. And fouling that one back and out of play, it's 2-2. So Jake checking on Coach Murray down the third base line, steps back in. He's ready to go. And the pitch. Oh, getting a piece of it. Bouncing it off the cassava of the catcher. And it stays 2-2. Coach Sizemore down the first base line for the Blue Comets today. Coach Murray down the first base side. Third base side, sorry. So a little talk out there between Baker and Anderson is over. Fiskus right back in after the foul ball. 2-2. One out. Kimberlin leading over at second here in the bottom of the first. And Anderson delivers, and that's a shot out into center field, and it should get down and hit to the fence. And it will. Coming around second here is Kimberlin. As Irwin picks it up, gets it in. It's an RBI double for Jake Fiskus, and the Blue Comets lead it 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning.
Fiskus trades places with Kimberlin for the first run of the game. Brings up the pitcher, number 11, Hunter Frederick.
So Hunter Frederick stands in now for the Blue Comets, trying to help his own cause with the runner scoring position over second. Jake Fiskus standing over there. So Anderson staying from the stretch here. Now will face the righty, Hunter Frederick. So the pitcher high inside, ball one. Bryson Ellis will be on deck for the Blue Comets here with one out. And Anderson to the plate, swing and a miss. Hunter 1-1. Right over the top of that one. Frederick with a 1-1 count. Anderson comes set to the plate. A little bit high on the changeup. 1-1. 2-1, I'm sorry. Staying right in the box here is Frederick. Anderson to the plate. 2-2 now on the swing and miss. So now leading over there at second is Fiskus. 2-2 to Hunter, and Anderson bringing it. And that's going to be a little runner there on the right side, and foul ball. Coach Sizemore trying to take out the first baseman over there. Stays 2-2. So the 2-2 count, foul ball. Frederick right back in. Here's the pitch. High fly ball high on the infield. Second baseman Woodward calling for it right there at the bag. He'll make the play. Yeah, number 2. But a good at bats for Frederick as Ellis will come to the plate now. So with 2 outs and a runner at second, here comes Bryson Ellis to the plate. So the center fielder, senior. That's a runner right up back to the second baseman. He'll come up and make a good three. 4-3. We're out to number 3. So the Blue Comets do get one hit, and they'll leave one on, one error. And it will be a 1-0 ball game as we go to the bottom, or we go to the second inning. It will be Dean, Back, and Nybarger on the way to the plate when we come back. Blue Comets lead at 1-0, Z95.3. Welcome back here to Katy Park. As we get ready to go to the second inning, it's a 1-0 lead for your Blue Comets. Here comes the left fielder, Dean. He'll come to the plate here, ready to go against Hunter Frederick. Well, look in here by Hunter. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1 to him. Hunter with 18 pitches, 1 strikeout, no base on balls, 1 hit, no runs in his 1 inning of work. Dean, Back, and Nybarger, the first 3 up here for the Grizzlies in game 1. Or in the second inning. Swing and a miss. It's now 0-2. Get him to chase that outside low pitch. See if he can strike him out on it right here. Dean, tall young man, he offers a big strike zone. Here's the 0-2 from Hunter. Shot down first base line, and it'll go foul. So after the foul ball, get Dean back in the box here, ready to go. And 0-2 to him. Hunter from the windup. Frederick delivers. That's a shot, bouncer right there at the short, hot shot there, and Kimberlin comes up and makes a good throw. Gets Dean on the 6-3. Out number 1. Good little stretch there by Cooper McMillan. And coming to the plate now will be the shortstop Back. So 1 out, nobody else. Standing in the windup, Frederick. To the plate. High ball 1. 1-0 is Back, stands right in. Hunter says, okay, I'll deliver quickly. Low. Ball 2. To him. Frederick on the way. Fouls it back. 2-1. 2-1 count, Back right in, trying to get something started here. And Hunter wants a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Foul ball, right side. It's 2-2. So 2-2 to him as he's back in the box. 2-2 from Frederick as a long look in. Now he's ready to go. Here he comes. D-Right call for strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Have a seat. Out number 2. Second strikeouts for Hunter Frederick. Here comes the first baseman, Nybarger, to the plate. I don't think Back actually agreed with that call. Took a little second to get out of the box there. Here's Nybarger, steps in with 2 outs and nobody on. Swing and a miss, 0-1. One to him, right back in goes Nybarger. That's in there on call, strike 2 on the outside corner. He's been consistent with it. He called it for Anderson, and he's calling for Frederick here, both innings so far. And fouling it back is Nybarger. Stays 0-2. So the 0-2 pitch now to Nybarger as Frederick trying to go 1-2-3 inning here. Staying alive, fouling it back. Nybarger. After the foul ball, everybody gets reset. Back to the mound goes Frederick. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball, couldn't catch the outside edge. 1-2, a little low here. So with the 1-2 count, Frederick, that's in there for a call, strike 3. And that is back-to-back strikeouts for the third out. And that's a 1-2-3 inning here for Hunter Frederick. So we'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Otis, Manbeck, and McMillan coming up as it's 1-0. Blue Comets lead it here as we go to the second, Z95.3.
The second inning will be the designated hitter, number 23, Nate Otis.
All righty, folks, we're back here. It's a 1-0 ball game as we go to the bottom of the second. The designated hitter, Nate Otis, stepping to the plate. Mason Bambeck, your Blue Comet catcher, and first baseman Cooper McMillan. The first three up here against Anderson. First pitch here to Otis. Outside, ball one. That is 23 pitches. No strikeouts, one base on balls, one hit, and one run to Anderson. He gets that one in there. It's a 1-1 count. So Otis with the 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Getting a piece of it. 1-2. Just out in front of that one. Looked like Anderson took a little something off of it. So Otis ready to go now with a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that is the first strikeout here for Anderson. Nice pitch there to get him swinging. So one out. Here comes Mason Manbeck, the catcher for the Big Comets, on his way to the plate. So Manbeck stands in, ready to go. Anderson working from the windup. One out, nobody on here in the bottom of the second. Inside on the corner. Strike one call. Cooper McMillan on deck. Manbeck right back in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Catching the outside edge. It's 0-2. That one looked a little outside to me. But I don't have the right angle, I guess, you know. Here's 0-2 to Manbeck. That's a bouncer there to the shortstop. That will be back. He'll come up on it, make a good throw, and get him just by a step. Down the line quick there, Manbeck. 6-3 out, number 2. Here comes Cooper McMillan. And the Blue Comets have put together some big innings with 2 outs this year. See if they can do that again here. As Cooper McMillan stands in. 2 outs, nobody on. Anderson delivers. Change up. Strike one. He's starting to work that now. He's got it in there a couple times. See if he comes with it again. 0-1. Fastball, 0-2 swinging. So McMillan back in with an 0-2 count. Anderson looking for a 1-2-3 inning himself. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball one. One, two, Cooper. Doesn't waste any time, steps back in. Here's the pitch from Anderson. That's a shot right back up the middle. And it'll be the second hit of the ball game right into center field for Cooper McMillan. And the Blue Comets have a runner on here with 2 outs. Here comes Alex Crum to the plate.
Dillon singles through the middle. Brings up the right fielder, number 24, Alex Crum.
I can't remember. Alex Crum stands in here. First pitch he sees, going to foul that one away. 0-1 to him. Top of the order will be Lane Harvey on deck, as Cooper McMillan leading from first base. Now from the stretch, Anderson gives him a quick look. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for Alex. That's now 0-2. So Crum right back in, see if he can get us some connection here. See if he can move McMillan off of first. Here's Anderson with the 0-2. Find it off, fouls it away. Checking in with Coach Murray down the third base line. 2 outs and a runner on here for the Blue Comets in the bottom of the second. They lead at 1-0. Here's Crum. 0-2. Anderson checks the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Ooh, there's the call. Steve Rack 3 caught him looking for the third out. Nice pitch there by Anderson. So 1 hit, 1 left, and no errors by the Grizzlies. No runs come in. It's 1-0 as we go to the third. Jones, McNichol, and Irwin on their way to the plate. We come back. Blue Comet Baseball, Z95.3. And back here ready to go to the third inning. 1-0 ball game. Blue Comets have the lead here. Check out our live stream at KINZ.biz. Catching most of this field there. Hunter Frederick back on the hill for his third inning work. He'll face the number 8 hitter Jones, the third baseman, for the first time here in the third. Slap shot right there at Corbett Kimberlin. Takes it on the second hop. Okay, good throw. 6-3. Out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for Hunter. We like to see that. So Hunter threw 2 1/3 innings of work as 33 pitches, 3 strikeouts, no base on balls, 1 hit, and no runs. Here's McNichol, the right fielder. Looking to square around the bunt, sends that one foul behind the screen, 0-1. Top of the order will be Irwin on deck. 0-1 to McNichol. Swing and a miss behind that one on the fastball, 0-2. So McNichol right back in here, ready to go with the 0-2 pitch. Frederick delivers, sends it to the screen, 0-2 remains the count. Center fielder Irwin. Helms out with the foul ball. McNichol back in. There's a little chopper back to the mound. Frederick comes off, handles it, and he'll go 1-3 for outs in number 2. So 2 quick outs here for Hunter Frederick. I hope we could go 1-2-3 inning, and once again, that'd be nice. Here comes Irwin to the plate, the center fielder. He's 0 for 1, grounded out to third. His first time up. So here's the lefty. Standing in there, Frederick ready to go. High ball 1. So Irwin, 1-0 with Woodward on deck. If he can get on, swing and a miss is 1-1. With a 1-1 count, Irwin right back in. Here's Frederick. High 2-1. 2-1 to Woodward. Trying to get something going here with 2 outs. Steps back in. Catching the outside corner. 2-2 on the strike call. 2-2 Irwin. And Frederick working from the windup, delivers high fly ball out into left field. Jake Fiskus lining it up, and he'll come up and make the play for out at number 3. So another 1-2-3 inning here for the Blue Comets. No hits and no runs and nobody left and no errors by the Blue Comets. No runs come in. It's a 1-0 lead going to the bottom of the 3rd. Harvey, Kimberlin, and Fiskus on their way to the plate. We come back. Blue Comet Baseball, Z95.3. Back here, Blue Comet fans, as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1-0 ball game here for the Blue Comets. And it will be the top of the order. Lane Harvey flied out to right field, his first time up to start for the Blue Comets. Kimberlin and Fiskus, the first 3 up here against Anderson. Anderson, give you his numbers coming up here after the first pitch. Harvey, strike call, 0-1. So Lane standing right in here. That's in there for a call strike, too. So 0-2 to Harvey. Trying to get something started right off the bat here. In the 3rd for the Comets. Swing and a miss, and that one's going to get away from Baker. And they'll complete the strikeout. As Harvey sits down for the first out. And that is the second out. Strikeout for Anderson here today. So for Anderson, he's got 40 pitches through 2 1/3. He's got 2 strikeouts now, 1 base on balls, giving up 2 hits and 1 run to the Blue Comets. Here's Corbett Kimberlin, reached on a base on balls, scored on a run. And there's a shot back up the middle, and a nice try there by the second baseman, but not able to knock it down. Kimberlin on a base hit. Woodward with a nice diving try there going towards the bag. Not able to catch up to it, and it gets out into center field. So the Blue Comets have a runner on here with Jake Fiskus of that RBI double back in the first to bring in Kimberlin. So he'll step back in here. 1 for 1 at the plate. Anderson from the stretch gives him a look up first. Inside low, ball 1. I want to him as Hunter Frederick will be on deck. As Jake. That's a strike call, and that's a stolen base there by Corbett Kimberlin. 1-1 to count at the plate to Fiskus on the strike call. Now runner scoring position there as Kimberlin steals the bag. And Jake back into the opportunity for an RBI chance here once again. That's up high. That one got away from Anderson. 2-1. Kimberlin got himself into scoring position in the first inning by an error over there. Getting to second. Now he steals the bag. And Jake drove one to the left center field. It's 2-2 on the foul tip. So a little bit of a chat out here for Baker. Goes out to talk to his pitcher with a 2-2 count here to Jake Fiskus. 1 out, and the Blue Comets, same situation back in the first here in the 3rd with an opportunity to go 2-0 here if Jake can get a hold of one once again. They give him a little room there in that left center field area. So see if he can get it back over there. Here's the 2-2 from Anderson. There's a shot over to the right side. And it'll be caught there by McNichol. So that is out. number 2.
Brings up the pitcher.
So here comes Hunter Frederick to the plate. Flat out on an infield fly to the second baseman. Back in of the first inning. So 0 for 1 for Hunter as he stands in, but he's got a runner in scoring position here, a chance to help his own cause. As they shade him a little bit more from center field over to right. And see if Hunter can get it right back up the middle there. And does, and it goes off of the shortstop's glove. He'll run into shallow center field to get it. And he'll bring it around there to score will be Corbett Kimberlin, and the Blue Comets now lead it 2-0 on the play there. And I got to give Frederick the hit.
Frederick with an RBI.
He'll get the RBI.
Fielder, number 15, Bryson Ellis.
So Bryson Ellis comes to the plate, he's coming in to run. That Bradley Peavy.
The courtesy runner, be number 35, Riley Peavy.
So here comes Peavy into a courtesy run for the Blue Comets. They now lead it 2-0. The second hit here. That one by Hunter Frederick. Ellis 0 for 1, grounded out to second. His first time up, sends that one back to the screen for strike 1 on the foul ball. 0-1 now to Bryson. Ellis steps right back in here. And that was out in front, and that's going to allow Peavy to get over to second on the wild pitch. So it's a 1-1 now to Ellis at the plate. And Coach Murray now with a runner in scoring position here, and a chance for the Blue Comets to play a little add-on with 2 outs as Bryson steps back in. Working from the stretch is Anderson. So the 1-1 to him on the way. A high inside, 2-1. Nate Otis on deck if Bryson Ellis can get on, looking for a hit here. Here's the 2-1 to Ellis. High fly ball back behind. Baker giving it a look. He may have some room. He's giving it a look, and it'll just get out of play. Foul ball, 2-2. So the 2-2 count to him, to Ellis. Steps right back in. And a runner scoring position there is Peavy. Now takes his lead as he's a courtesy runner. That is a high fly ball here. Baker will have a chance at this one as it's right off the dirt at the plate. And off the glove. He just missed it. Baker had a long look at it as it was up there high. It was up there pretty high. It's probably got ice on it when it came down. That's why it slipped out of the glove. So Baker with a nice try at it there. Gives Ellis another shot on the foul ball. So 2-2, we get him reset. Peavy checks in a second, now takes his lead. Here's Anderson with the pitch. That's a shot. That'll get out into the left field. And here comes Peavy around third to score. Here's the throw home, and it'll be an RBI single for Bryson Ellis, and the Blue Comets now lead 3-0. And Ellis takes the bag on second on the throw in on the RBI single by Bryson Ellis.
Ellis with an RBI single.
Third hit here brings in another run, so it's now 3-0. Here comes Nate Otis to the plate. Struck out his first time up. Another scoring position for the Blue Comets here in the third. They lead at 3-0 now. And Anderson stays in the stretch. So that drop, costly there for Baker on that foul ball. Foul tip, strike 1. 0-1 to him. So Otis right back in as Ellis is leading from second, and that'll be a shot out into left field as well. And around comes Ellis, and here comes a throw, and it'll be sliding in as Ellis going into second, and they're going to get him going into second as Otis, but the run does come in and score. And a nice throw there by Baker to get him, as it's an RBI single by Otis, but he'll be thrown out, going to second on the 2-4 for the third out. But the Blue Comets do get 4 hits. They'll leave none and no errors. And it will be a 4-0 ball game as we go to the fourth inning. Woodward, Anderson, and Baker on the way to the plate. Blue Comet Baseball, Z95.3. Alrighty, folks, we're back here. 4-0 ball game. Blue Comets with the lead. To the fourth inning we go. Will be the second baseman, Woodward. He's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up, facing Hunter Frederick here. In the fourth, and the first pitch to him. Low ball 1. Frederick, 3 innings of work. Has thrown 43 pitches, 3 strikeouts, no base on balls. He's given up 1 hit and no runs. High fly ball out into a left center field. Fiskus on the way over, and he'll make the play in a left center field. Out number 1. Here comes the pitcher Anderson to the plate. Had that hit in the first for the Grizzlies. He's 1 for 1 with a double. And now Hunter Frederick ready to go. 1 out, nobody on here in the fourth. Low ball 1. Baker, the catcher, on deck. As Anderson stands in. High fly ball here on the infield. Lane Harvey looking for it over by the third base coach's box, and he'll make the play in foul ground for outs, number 2.
Anderson pops out for the second out of the inning.
So 2 outs here. Here comes Baker to the plate.
Number 5, Braden Baker.
Baker, there we go. Baker to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Flew out to left field his first time up. So 2 outs and nobody on. Frederick ready to go. Pitch to him. Fly ball in the infield and run it up on Cooper McMillan. Oh, just steps away. Can't come up with it there at first. Nice try by the first baseman, and it's a strike 1. So after resetting, Baker, the catcher, comes back in. Made a great throw from home to second to nab Otis, trying to steal the bag there in the top half of this inning, or the bottom half of the third, I should say. So here we go, 0-1 to Baker. Swing and a miss. It's now 0-2. Report from Santa Fe Park. Lady Blue Comets trail 1-0 after 2 in game number 1 against the Lady Grizzlies there. 0-2 to Baker. High for ball number 1, 1-2. Lady Blue Comets looking to have a good game today. See if they can get them on the winning ways. They've had a bad couple of games here lately. Swing and a miss for the strikeout for the third out of the inning. Nice job. Another 1-2-3 inning here for Hunter Frederick. No hits, and nobody left, and no errors by the Blue Comets. No runs come in. We will go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Manbeck, McMillan, and Crum to the plate when we come back. Blue Comets lead it 4-0, Z95.3. All righty, folks, we're back here. Ready to go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Usually do our Community National Bank halfway through right there. We'll do it after this half of the inning. Manbeck, McMillan, and Crum, the first three up to the plate. Blue Comets lead at 4-0.
Leading off for leading off the Comets.
Manbeck stands in there. He's 0 for 1.
Bottom of the fourth is catcher Mason Manbeck.
Mason stands in there ready to work against Anderson. Anderson has thrown 57 pitches, 2 strikeouts, 1 base on balls, giving up 6 hits and 4 runs to the Comets. Strike 1 to Mason Manbeck to start off. 0-1 to him. Manbeck, see if he can get those bats working. Blue Comets got 4 hits and brought in 4 runs and an error in that last inning. And it's now 0-2 as Manbeck swinging through that one. Anderson on his way to the plate. High inside, 1-2. That 1-2 count to Mason Manbeck. Standing right in, trying to start it off here. Anderson from the windup delivers. Low just misses. 2-2. So the 2-2 count. Manbeck stands in. Swing and miss for the strikeout. That's out number 1. And Mason, third strikeout victim for Anderson here today. To the top. So here comes Cooper McMillan. He's got a single. So 1 for 1 at the plate as Cooper comes in, and may get a change here as the coaches are coming out. Have a chat with the pitching staff and the infield here for the Grizzlies. Coming up this Saturday will be the final coaches breakfast with the coaches show. Hoping to have lots of special guests coming up for us this weekend. And we just got a lot of things going on. I know it's prom weekend. And we have so many things coming up in the months of May. For the Saturdays, it's just kind of hard to get everybody together. So last show this Saturday, I want to say thanks a lot to the Caddy Shack providing the breakfast and letting us hang out on Saturday mornings and through this school year. We look forward to doing it again next year. All right, meeting over. McMillan steps in. First pitch pops it up. Right side. Calling him off there, Woodward. Second baseman will get behind the first down the line and make the play. Out number 2. So here comes Alex Crum to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Had to strike out his first time up to end the second. Stands in here. With 2 outs and nobody on. And ready goes Anderson. Bringing it on the inside corner for strike 1. Top of the order will be Lane Harvey. He'll be on deck. It's Crum with an 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. High inside, 1-1. So the 1-1 count. Crum waits on that one low, 2-1. Alex not wasting any time, and neither is Anderson. And the 2-1 pitch to him. That's going to be fouled off, and it will be a 2-2 count. So 2-2, Crum ready to go. Anderson gets a swing and a miss, and Crum swings that one in. They try to throw down to complete the strikeout, and Crum takes off, and he'll be safe down the line. So Crum is on the strikeout. So runner on here with 2 outs. And the throwing error ends up being a first man and first base, and Harvey comes to the plate. So here's the pitch. It's up high, and the runner going in, trying to steal the bag, and they're going to get him, and a nice job there by Baker. Blue Comets the second time they've been thrown out trying to get down to second by Baker here today. And Crum will be out. So that's the third out. So no hits, nobody left, and 1 error. And we will go to the 5th inning. Blue Comets lead it 4-0. Dean, Back, and Nybarger on their way to the plate. We come back Z95-3. And welcome back here to Katy Park. Blue Comets lead it 4-0. Going to the 5th inning here. Dean steps to the plate to go against Frederick. Dean 0-1 at the plate today, grounded out to short. His first time up, and strike one on the foul ball. 51 pitches, 3 strikeouts, no base on balls, 1 hit, no runs for Hunter Frederick through his 4 innings of work. So Hunter right back in, see if he can get Dean to chase on those low outside pitches. That's what he went after in the first time at bat. And once again here, gets a piece of that one. It's 0-2. And 0-2 count here to Dean as he stands right back in. Pitch from Frederick. Can't catch the outside edge. Won't get chasing on that one. 1-2. So the 1-2 count, Dean stands right in. And the Grizzlies looking for another hit here. Frederick. Swing and a miss for the strikeout, and they'll throw down, complete the strikeout. That's out number 1 in the 4th.
Dean strikes out for the first
5th strikeout of the ball game here for Hunter Frederick. Didn't want to deprive him of 1, went back to look. Here comes back to the plate. He is the shortstop. He's 0-1, struck out his first time up. So first pitch to him, low, ball 1. As back stands in. That's in there for a strike call on the outside edge, 1-1. So Hunter working quickly on the mound. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Misses on that one, low for a 2-1 count. A little time out here, Hunter tying the shoes. He's ready to go. 2-1 out of back as he's back in. And the pitch, swing and a miss. It's now 2-2. Nybarger will be on deck. As back with a 2-2 count. And Frederick for that 1-2-3 inning once again, but he's gotten a full count. First full count work today by the Grizzly hitters against Frederick. Here we go with a 3-2. Foul ball on the right side, and the count will remain full. Fresh ball there for Hunter. And that's a full count at the plate. So Frederick delivers. Foul ball. Battling at the plate there is back. Trying to get something started here for the Grizzlies as Frederick has been dominant on the hill in this one. Here's the full count. And that'll be a shot there over to Costin. He'll come up with it, go 4-3. Out to number 2. So it's good at bat there by back. But he grounds out to second. Here comes Nybarger, 0-1 at the plate. Struck out his first time up. So Nybarger stands in. Frederick swing, and he'll get a piece of it, send a foul to the screen there. 0-1. So Nybarger right in. Doesn't leave the box here. Frederick with a sign from Manbeck and to the plates. And it's a nice change up there. It is 0-2 on the call strike. So the 0-2 pitch on the way. There's a shot there, and Costin will handle it. 4-3 over to McMillan, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for the Blue Comets here. A one-hit baseball so far for Hunter Frederick. No hits, nobody left, and no errors by the Blue Comets in the 5th. And we'll leave it right here for your Community National Bank halfway through report. That's quite a while ago, but we'll leave it right here. Give you your Community National Bank halfway through. Blue Comets now lead it by a score of 4-0 here as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Hunter Frederick has been pitching great here in this ball game for the Blue Comets, as he's only got 1 hit and he's faced only 1 over the minimum in this ball game so far through 5 innings of work, giving up that 1 hit. They do have 2 errors behind them. Blue Comets have 4 runs on 6 hits, 2 left on the base pads, no errors for the Blue Comets. and they'll be facing Anderson here. Anderson will be coming in for his 5th inning of work after 4. He's thrown 70 pitches. He's thrown 71 pitches, I'm sorry. He's got 3 strikeouts, 1 base on balls. He's given up to 6 hits and the 4 runs. One of those is not charged to him on the error that got the run in for the Blue Comets. All right, so we'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Blue Comets, top of the order coming up. They lead it 4-0. Community National Bank a little over halfway through in this one. Here's Harvey coming to the plate. He was at the plate whenever Crum tried to steal the bag. Going to second, and Blue Comets should know not to run on Baker. He's got an arm. Harvey stands in there, takes strike 1 from Anderson. Kimberlin and Fiskus, the first 3 after Harvey. Yeah, it's fouled off here on the right side and out of play. It's 0-2 to Lane Harvey at the plate. Become a third baseman. 0-2 on the day of the fly out and a ground out. Looking to make some contact, get something started here in the 5th for the Comets. 0-2. High ball 1-2 to it. So the 1-2 count. And Lane Harvey ready to go. Gets a piece of it, fouling it away, stays 1-2. So the 1-2 count and Corbett Kimberlin on deck. Back in goes Lane Harvey. And the pitch on the way. That's out in front for ball 2. 2-2 now the count. Getting everybody reset here. Went to the bowl. Gets past Baker. So it's 2-2 now to Harvey as he steps back in. Pitch on the way. High. Full count. 3-2. Speaking of working the count here, only the second full count by the Blue Comet hitters. And that's high fly ball out into shallow center field. And it'll get down there. Bless you. For Lane Harvey to get his first hit of the game. So the Blue Comets have the leadoff hitter on here in the 5th. And it will be Corbett Kimberlin to the plate. He's 1 for 1. And a base on ball, scoring both runs for the Blue Comets. As he stole a base and reached on an error to get himself into scoring position in the 1st and the 3rd. So he'll step up here now with a runner on and no outs. Harvey, or Anderson, delivers ball 1 to him. So Anderson now from the stretch, holding one over first is Nybarger. Kimberlin stands in, and 1-0. Throw over to first. Getting back in there is Harvey. Coach Sizemore over at first base, bringing him back in. Coach Murray down the third base line, has the signs, and Kimberlin steps back in, ready to go. Another throw over to first, and that's going to get away from the first baseman. Now going to second is Lane Harvey, and another throwing error by the Grizzlies here. And that puts the runner scoring position. There's Harvey now over to second. And it's 1-0 to Kimberlin at the plates. As Lane Harvey now takes second base, and he'll take his lead off there as Kimberlin stands back in. Anderson delivers. We fouled off behind the screen, and it's 1-1. With a 1-1 count. Kimberlin with a new sign. The runner score position there's Harvey, ready to leave second base. And Anderson to the plate up high, makes it a 2-1 count. Pitch number 81 for Anderson on the hill for the Grizzlies. 2-1 to him as Kimberlin right back in. Pitch on the way. That's a runner there to the shortstop back. He'll come up on it. And he won't get him at first. He's safe as they pulled him off the bag just a little bit, and Kimberlin down the line quick. So an infield hit here is back-to-back hits for the Blue Comets, and taking off and going to third wisely is Lane Harvey on the throw, so runners on the corners for the Blue Comets. Here in the 5th, here comes Jake Fiskus to the plate. Jake, RBI double and a flyout, his 2 times at the plate today. So runners on the corners, no outs. Jake with an opportunity to play a little add-on. The Blue Comets lead 4-0 here. In the bottom of the 5th, throwing over to first. Keeping Kimberlin over there. is Anderson. Now he's ready to go to the plate, I think, as Fiskus stands in. Jake looking to maybe lay down a suicide squeeze. Taking strike one. Taking the bag at second is Kimberlin without a throw. 0-1 to Fiskus. As he stands back in, and Anderson. Now they lay down that nice job on the suicide bunt, and it works. And here comes another run. Nice job coming in to score Corbett Kimberlin as they were watching the runner trying to make sure they get him down the line. What a great job by Jake Fiskus. Pushed down a nice bunt and got lucky maybe a little bit because Anderson almost come up with the play coming off the hill. But the sack, the suicide squeeze brings in the 2 runs, and the Blue Comets now lead it by a score of 6-0. And Fiskus is out on a beautiful suicide squeeze play here by the Blue Comets. Here comes Hunter Frederick to the plate now. 6-0 Blue Comets, 1 out and nobody on. Frederick foul ball, 0-1. Coach Murray has laid down that suicide squeeze play a couple times this year, and it has worked. And that one definitely, don't know about trying to bring in the 2, but it worked out for the Blue Comets right there. And there's a shot by Frederick. It's a high fly ball, and it will definitely get over the center fielder Irwin's head, and it's a double for Hunter Frederick. So the Blue Comets get their 3rd hit of the inning, and the Blue Comet pitcher helps his own cause by getting to second. Here comes Bryson Ellis to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Riley Peavy comes in to run for Hunter Frederick. So Anderson now will face Bryson Ellis with one out. And runner scoring position at second will be Bradley Peavy, the courtesy runner. Here's Bryson Ellis, an RBI single his last time up. So we'll stand in here in the 5th, trying to play some add-on, and that may get down into shallow center field. A nice job by Back, the shortstop. Comes behind the second base pad and makes the catch on a soft fly, and that is out to number 2.
Lines out for the second out. Brings up the designated
So here comes
Nate Otis.
Nate Otis to the plate. Nate, 1 for 2 at the plate today. Struck out. He had a single, got thrown out trying to steal second, back in the 3rd. So runner over at second for the Blue Comets with 2 outs. Nate stands in the DH against Anderson. High inside, ball 1. So Nate Otis with a 1-0 count stands right back in. Bradley Peavy, the courtesy runner, leaving from second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. So it's 1-1 here to Nate Otis. Swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. Nate's just out in front of that one. So Otis looking to continue the inning here for the Blue Comets. He'll step right back in. Peavy leading at second. Anderson delivers. Fly ball there, and it's going to get out of play. Mason Manbeck will be on deck for the Blue Comets. Otis can get on. He's back in after the foul ball. Peavy checks back in as second. Anderson going to give him a look. It's the 1-2. Swinging and a miss for the strikeout for the 3rd out. The Blue Comets get 3 hits. They leave 1 error by the Grizzlies. Brings in 2 more runs. It's 6-0 as we go to the 6th inning. Jones, McNichol, and Irwin on their way to the plate. We come back. Blue Comets lead at 6-0 Z95.3. Back here for the 6th inning, 6-0 lead for the Blue Comets. And Hunter Frederick back on the hill, facing the third baseman Jones, who's 0 for 1 at the plate. First pitch to him is ball number 1. Hunter working quickly. And it's low for ball 2. Jones staying in the box, trying to get something started here in the 6th inning for the Grizzlies. They've only managed 1 hit against Hunter today. 2-0 to Jones. That one heads out into right field. And a nice job, Alex Crum going to right center field and one-handing it out there for the catch. Out number 1.
Flies out for the first out of the inning. Brings up the
So here comes right fielder McNichol.
Dylan McNichol.
He's 0 for 1 at the plate. Little runner back out to the pitcher. Back in the third. 1 out, nobody on. He'll stand in here. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to him. Hunter, 5 1/3. He's thrown 69 pitches, 5 strikeouts, no base on balls, 1 hit, no runs. Fouling it back to the screen is McNichol, 0-2. So with 2 outs, or with 1 out and an 0-2 count, McNichol right in, top of the order on deck. And that's a swing and a miss for the strikeout. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. That is strikeout number 6 for Frederick.
Brings up the center fielder.
Center fielder Irwin, he's over 2 at the plate today, steps up. So the lefty stepping in here against Frederick. And the pitch on the way. Catching the outside edge, strike 1. Woodward will be on deck. As 0-1 to Irwin. 2 outs and nobody on. Swing and a miss. That's now 0-2. Irwin right back in with an 0-2 count. Frederick looking for another 1-2-3 inning. Foul ball over to the left side and out of play. Stays 0-2. So Irwin stands right in, ready to go. Frederick back on the hill, has a sign he likes. And the 0-2. Chopper there to Kimberlin. He'll have the basket catch and get across and get him by a step, 6-3. I mean, literally by a step. 1-2-3 inning once again for the Blue Comets. No hits, nobody left, and no errors for the Blue Comets. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Manbeck, McMillan, and Crum on their way to the plate. 6-0 lead. Blue Comets, Z95.3. Back here at Katy Park, ready to go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Blue Comets lead it 6-0. 15 for 11. 15 for 11 on the pitcher.
15 for 11 if you want to know.
Oh, for them, yeah, guys, thank you.
Now we're back here ready to go. We got a new pitcher out on the hill. It's going to be Sean Sexton. He'll be the new pitcher. He'll come in and pitch for Anderson. We'll shut it down for Anderson here. As Anderson threw 5 innings. He had 92 pitches. He threw 1 base on balls, 3 strikeouts, 9 hits, 6 runs, and only 5 were charged to him. So now we'll be ready to go here for the bottom of the 6th inning. Mason Manbeck will start up here against the new pitcher Sexton. Manbeck 0 for 2, facing a new pitcher here for the first time. Comets lead at 6-0. And Sexton ready to go. Ball 1. Let's start right there. Ball 1 to him. His man back stands right in here. Trying to find his first hit of the day. Sexton bringing it. Just a little out front. It's now 2-0. It will be Cooper McMillan and Alex Crum behind Manbeck. The first three here against the pitcher Sexton. 2-0 to Manbeck. And the pitch on the way. That's in there for a strike called. It's 2-0. Comets 1 in the first, 3 in the third, 2 in the fifth. Making it 6-0 here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Man back at the plate, leading off. He's got a 3-1 count. That one's out in front there by Sexton. So 3-1 to him as Manback steps back in here. And Sexton with the look in now. Baker with the sign. Here's the pitch. That's on the inside edge. Call strike 2. Full count. Manbeck right back in here. Ready to go. Here's the full count pitch. Gets a piece of it. Stays alive. 3-2. So with a 3-2 count, Manbeck right in after the foul. And he's ready to go. Sexton bringing it to the plate. That's going to be fouled off to the third base side and out of play. Stays 3-2 as Mason Manbeck trying to straighten one out here. A couple foul balls, and he's got a full count to him. Here's Sexton. That's up high for ball 4. So leadoff runner on here for the Blue Comets. On ball 4. 8-pitch at bat there for Mason Manbeck. Good job. As he draws the walk, here comes Cooper McMillan to the plate. He's 1 for 2 at the plate today. Single and a fly ball out. And doing a good job over there, first base for the Blue Comets today. McMillan stepping in. Now Sexton from the stretch sends that one over to third base side. Coach Murray with good glove. Good glove work out there, Coach. Foul ball. 0-1. So McMillan with an 0-1 count steps right back in. And with the runner on first, Sexton. That'll get out into left field, and the Blue Comets will now have runners at first and second after the hit. And by Cooper McMillan. So here comes right fielder Alex Crum. He'll come to the plate. He's 0 for 1, reaching on an error. There's 2 times at the plate today. Blue Comets trying to play a little add-on here in the 6th. Get enough here, maybe do a little run rule and get ready for game 2. Crum stands in here. See if he can drive him around. He's got runners at first and second. Sexton, the new pitcher. Bringing it. Ball 1. 1-0 to him. And Crum ready to go. Sexton comes set. He'll give a look over there to second base where Manbeck stands. And to the plate, swing and a miss here for Alex Crum for a 1-1 count. Alex looking to get some contact there and drive one. See if he can bring him around. So it's 1-1 to Crum. Sexton from the stretch, now to the plate. And that's a high fly ball on the right side. First baseman Nybarger into foul ground. He'll come up at the plate for outs, number 1. So 1 out, runners at first and second. Top of the order, Lane Harvey comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3, scoring a run. That's 3 times at the plate today.
Number 10, Lane Harvey.
So Lane stands in. With runners at first and second and 1 out. Sexton to the plate. That's up high. Ball 1. 1-0 to him. Corbett Kimberlin on deck here with 1 out. As the third baseman stands in trying to bring him around. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. Watch out in the Blue Comet dugout. It's a 1-1 count. One now to Lane Harvey. Runners at first and second. Manbeck at second. McMillan at first. Sexton to the plates. And that'll get out into left field. And going to hold him up there, and the bases full of Blue Comets. As Harvey's on his second base hit. So Blue Comets full, bases full of Blue Comets here. Second out, or second hit. And here comes Corbett Kimberlin to play. Corbett 2 for 2. Base on ball, scoring 3 runs, stealing a base. Corbett Kimberlin, a couple of nice plays out there. In the field at short as well. And he'll stand in here now with the bases full and 1 out for the Blue Comets. Sexton to the plate. That'll be a little blooper out into right field, and it will get down. Here comes 1 run, another run coming in, and holding up there at the third will be Lane Harvey, so it's a 2 RBI single for Corbett Kimberlin. Over to third goes Harvey, so runners on the corners here for the Blue Comets as 2 more come in to make it an 8-0 ball game. And it'll be Jake Fiskus at the plate for the Blue Comets here as Jake comes in. Laid down that awesome suicide squeeze bunt in that 5th inning. First pitch he sees here is called strike 1. So runners on the corners for the Blue Comets. They now lead 8-0. And Fiskus standing in 0-1. That'll get out into right field as well. Here comes the run in, and it's an RBI single for Jake Fiskus. So the Blue Comets, Fiskus goes in, and then they're going to come around to score. It's going to be Corbett Kimberlin. As they were worried about Fiskus over there, and he comes in to score for the Blue Comets. So that's going to do it here for the Blue Comets as they pick up 2 more to win it 10-0 on the run rule. As Fiskus ends up over to second there on his single. And a couple more runs coming in there. Nice job of base running there by Corbett Kimberlin. They come in, and now the Blue Comets are a 6-6 on the year. So the nice base running and the heads-up play for the Blue Comets here into the 6th inning. Bring in the runs necessary to get the 10-0 win for the Blue Comets here on the run rule. So first game go to the Blue Comets. They now go to 6-6 on the year. Let's see if they can get above 500 for the first time in a while with game number 2 coming up. We're going to send it back to the studio. We got our Twyla McMillan post-game wrap-up show. That's on the way here on Z95.3 after a 3-minute break. I'm sitting here looking over here at Jake, and I didn't even see him coming around. What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking to the coach. I said I was over here looking at Jake going to second. I didn't even notice Kimberlin coming around to score for. Wasn't paying attention. Yeah, 3 minutes will be good. And we're back here as we get ready for your Twilight McMillan postgame wrap-up show. We have our seniors being recognized here on the field for your Blue Comets here today. Blue Comets win game 1, 10-0 to go to 6-6 on the year. And a great game by Hunter Frederick as he goes 6 innings of work. He had 92 pitches. Let's get this right. I'm on the wrong end. 6 innings of work, 75 pitches, no base on balls, 6 strikeouts, 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs. Blue Comets get 10 runs on 13 hits. They leave 4 on the base paths and no errors for the Blue Comets. No runs on 1 hit and 3 errors for LaBette County here in this one in game number 1. Blue Comets win it 10-0 here on a big game by Hunter Frederick. A nice job hitting by the Blue Comets. Everybody got a little bit of the action here on the hits today. And I tell you what, a great game by the Blue Comets to go 6-6 on the year. And that suicide squeeze there in the 5th inning and getting 2 runs there, as we see Coach Murray is aggressive with that kind of stuff this year, really worked out. And I had to get with Andrew here, who came up here to take some pictures a while ago, Andrew Town, and I was like, Andrew, man, I don't know who to pick. It's either Fiscus or Kimberlin, and Kimberlin goes to 3 for 3, scores 4 runs, steals a bag. He's got a couple of RBIs out there, and gets himself in a scoring position. Fiscus, he goes and gets himself a couple of RBIs. He's got that awesome sacrifice suicide squeeze bunt out there. So but we kind of agreed on that. Okay, it's going to be Jake Fiscus, the senior, today. He will be our Horizon Aerostructures player of the game, and that suicide squeeze play that he laid down, absolutely perfect. And it got 2 runs for the Blue Comets. So good job for Jake Fiscus on that there. So we'll give him the Horizon Aerostructures player of the game. All right, folks, we're going to take about a 15-20 minute break here, get you ready for game 2. Stand by for that. We're going to shut down the live stream, and we'll bring it back up here in about 15 minutes as we get you ready for game 2. See if the Blue Comets can get above 500 as they sit at 500 now at 6-6 with a 10-0 win over LaBette County here at Katy Park this afternoon. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for game 2, folks. Enjoy the classic mixed music on the way on your home for the Blue Comets, Z95.3. All right, man, I'm going to go get some things taken care of, and I'll probably I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and hang up because we're about an hour and a half. That way we don't have to worry about it, and I'll call you back here in about 10 or 15, okay? All right, see you in a bit.